So as we all know, Trump is currently at Mar-a-Lago in Florida. His basically a huge resort that he has down there. And this clip surfaced. It actually came from TMZ. And it's literally Trump crashing a couple's wedding.
You know, I turned off the news, I get all these flash reports, and they're telling me about the border, they're telling me about China, they're telling me about Iran. How are we doing with Iran? How do you like that? Well, they were ready to make a deal, they would have done anything, and this guy goes and drops the sanctions, and then he says, we'd like to negotiate now. We're not dealing with the United States, they don't want to deal with us. And China, the same thing. They never treated us that way, right? You saw what happened a few days ago. It was terrible. And the border's not good. The border is the worst anybody's ever seen it. And what you see now, multiply it times 10, Jim. You would know how to handle it. He's the only one I know that might handle the border tougher than me. But we have to, and the tough is in the most humanitarian way, because that's what it is. What's happening to the kids, they're living in squalor. They are living like nobody has ever seen anybody. There's never been anything like what's happening. And you're going to have hundreds, and you have it now. They have the airplane photos, the shops, and they call them shops. And these things are showing thousands and thousands of people coming up from South America. And it's just, look, it's a disaster. It's a humanitarian disaster from their standpoint, and it's going to destroy the country. And frankly, the country can't afford it. Because you're talking about massive, just incredibly massive amounts, our school systems, our hospital systems, everything. So it's a rough thing, and I just say, do you miss me yet? As we were saying, we did get 75 million votes. Nobody's ever gotten that. They said, get 66 million votes, sir, and the election's over. Well, I got 75 million, and they said, but you know, you saw what happened. 10:30 in the evening, all of a sudden they said, that's a strange thing. Why are they closing up certain places, right? You know, a lot of things happening right now. I just wanted to say, it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to have you at Mar-a-Lago. You are a great and beautiful couple. And for many, many years, special, have fun.
Okay, so first of all, this is awesome. In my opinion, this is awesome. I think that any general conservative couple would love to have Trump actually come to their wedding and do this and give a toast like this. So that is pretty cool. And it also shows that Trump's having a lot of fun too and relaxing and obviously enjoying his time off and not having to deal with all of the craziness that's going on right now. But of course, TMZ, when they actually released this footage, is clearly going to attack Trump on this. That was the reason why they did it, is that oh, Trump, he came out there and he made this whole thing about him. That's what this was about. It was all about Trump, and that is not good, is what TMZ is basically trying to do. To be honest with you, once again, if you're listening and you heard the applause in the room there, it's very obvious to me that the couple loved it, that the people in the room loved it. If you're having your wedding at Mar-a-Lago, I don't think that Trump talking about the things that are happening at the border and things like that are a problem or issue for you, because you knew what you were getting yourself into when you have Trump there at your wedding. So still very, very, very awesome to see him doing that and having a little bit of fun. And I want to see more of this. I want to see more of Trump just having fun out there and just actually just enjoying his time off from all of the craziness that's going on. But like I said, for the people at TMZ that are trying to use this same footage to basically attack Trump because he's talking about himself, Trump always talks about these things. He always is going to talk about the border. I remember when Trump was going to speak at CPAC, and so many people said, what is Trump going to say? What could he possibly say at CPAC? And I basically, along with anybody else that knows Trump, basically said, Trump's going to say the same thing he's always been saying. He's going to talk about the border. He's going to talk about immigration. He's going to talk about the election. He's going to talk about all of the stuff that he's been talking about. So this isn't and shouldn't be any surprise to anybody that knows what Trump has been saying and has been listening to Trump over the last 4 years. It's all the same stuff. So regardless, I enjoyed it. I think the people in the room clearly enjoyed it as well.